Good afternoon and welcome to windy Seidl Family Field on the campus of St. Sebastians. Di-Fi Video Productions is proud to present Arrow Baseball. Today, the Arrows host the Mustangs of Milton Academy. I'm John Galvin along with the voice of the Arrows, Jack Knight. Jack, finally good to get a game in for us.
Yeah, it should be an incredible one today. A combination of 10 all-ISL players returning this year to this game. 10 all-ISL players. That is something you will rarely see. The Arrows, they reclaimed the baseball championship in the first year of the ISL playoffs, but their only loss was to this Milton team away last year. Big one for this team with a lot of returners. Feel they want to, get that pride back and beat this team. And for Milton, they've also had an incredible start to the year. Both these squads 3-0, tied for first in the ISL League standings.
You know, I'm sure you can hear the wind whistling through our mics here. It's certainly going to be a challenge for anything in the air, especially these outfielders. Very, very large dimensions here at St. Sebastians. I'll show you this outfield here. You can, if something gets high and in the air, it's gonna carry because it's blowing straight out to right field, right center. Blowing my hat off as I speak.
A lot of wind today, and starting on the mound, Connor Crane, the senior pitcher, and he's really part of one of the best pitching staffs in New England baseball. One of the key parts for their championship run last year. Jacob McNeil, the center fielder, he'll lead off today for the Mustangs. Batting second is Brandon West. Davis Kahn, the Harvard commit, at third. Everdias at the DH and batting cleanup. Cole Katowski's in right. The catcher Nolan Waynett batting sixth. Reed Garrett in left in seventh today. Jack Safini at third and batting eighth. And batting ninth and playing second for the Mustangs is Steven Novak. There's a nice hit ball. Arrows charge on it and one away. A nice play there from the returning freshman ISL MVP Gavin Wainwright, playing short today.
Yeah, good play there. Just, stayed right with it. Easy play for him.
Here is West, and Brandon West, part of this returning Milton All-ISL group. They had a nice run in the playoffs last May. Stacked up good wins in the regular season last year over this St. Seb's team, over Lawrence and many others. And a look today at this Arrows defense. Brett Gallo, the junior Northeastern commit, he gets the start behind the dish. At first is J.J. Fantuzzi. Second base, Brendan McHugh. Wainwright at short. Jack Dorsey today at third. Jackson Fulginiti out and right. Singoli manning that deep sky and in center field. And Jack Kelleher in left.
Nice strikeout there to get two down now here in the top of the first.
Arrows defense already at it. They had one put out. Fielded the ground ball, able to get some momentum going early, and then Crane, incredible, just pitch velocity, ton of break on it. He worked hard all offseason with the pitching coach, and he's back at it again for his senior season. Puts in a ball there, 1-0. Crane features a four-seam fastball, a two-seam fastball, a slider, and a sinker, as we get a pop-up by Kahn on it, and ball drops there, so it will be a foul ball.
Yeah, you can see the wind playing tricks on it, everybody kind of converging on it, and it just kind of gets blown all around and falls to the ground. Luckily, it was foul for the Arrows, so Looks like we got a count of 2-2.
The 2-2.
Actually, it was 2-1. Now it's 2-2. Sorry about that.
Crane kicks in, deals.
A little low.
Yeah, that's going to be a ball. So full count here, 3-2. 2 outs. Arrows looking to get the bats going and try to heat up today's cold conditions. Ball hit on the ground. McHugh on it. Diving play. It's over to first. He got him.
Nice.
He's out.
What
Brandon McHugh there lays out.
Yeah, great play there. Had to go way to his right. Stumbled with it, picked it up, and still made the play at first.
So the Arrows bats are up right after this. Arrows bats getting the go right now for the bottom of the first inning, and Alex Portnoy, the Mustang starting pitcher today. Leading off for St. Seb's is the All-ISL left fielder Jack Keller. Batting second is Jack Dorsey. Brett Gallo third. Gavin Wainwright, the cleanup hitter today. Bork, the DH, batting fifth. Fantuzzi sixth, followed by Brandon McHugh. What an amazing stop last inning. Singoli with a home run last game, batting eighth. And Jackson Fulginetti, another two-way player for the Arrows, batting ninth. As the 1-0 to Keller. High again. Arrows with 12 runs in their last game against St. George's. At that gets puts away by Novak. So a very nice win this past Monday. Game rescheduled due to weather, and you know it's been a tough start of the spring for these baseball teams weather-wise, but able to fit in the game, put up 12 runs. Home runs by Gallo and Singoli. Push Sebs to 3-0 in league play on the year. Dorsey up to the plate now, and
That was a ball.
yeah, he takes second ball, so some great plate discipline here by the sophomore. Portnoy fires.
This could
Pop
be
fly
trouble.
here, coming left field. On it is Garrett. He makes the catch. 2 outs now. Brett Gallo coming up, and Gallo committed over the summer to Northeastern University off a amazing sophomore campaign.
That's so much fun. The Northeastern team and the BC team always start out spring training playing the Red Sox. It's going to be exciting
Yeah,
thing to do.
Truly a tradition like no other. But just, you know, the Arrows, they've gotten so lucky over the last 5-10 years having good catchers. It's such a vital part, not only for the defensive side of the game, but the catcher position is always, you know, encouraged to be a strong batter. So he's really holding down 2 key positions. The 2-0.
3-0 now.
Don't know if the Milton dugout liked that one. We didn't hear a lot of noise from them, but a ball nonetheless. Portnoy with 2 strong putouts here of the Arrows' top bats.
There's a strike.
Wainwright on deck, Bork in the hole, fires.
Foul ball. Like to see the hustle going down the line. You never know what's going to happen, especially on turf. If you know the ball gets a little bit of spin on it, it's likely to spin back into the field of play.
Yeah, this is what, you know, championship teams do, and you bring in a guy like Coach Matt Duffy, played in the MLB for the Houston Astros. He knows what it takes to be a champion and to play championship baseball, as Gallo draws a walk. In just 1 year, took the team to win the entire thing.
Yeah, they're a fun team to watch last year, and looking forward to another season this year. We'll be covering the game on Saturday at 2 o'clock against Lawrence Academy as well this week.
Wainwright coming up to plate. Ball there, and good recovery from Wainwright. Nolan Wainwright able to block the pass ball. Ball there again as Gallo on the move. And he'll be in there safe at second. So a stolen base for the Arrows. That puts Gallo in scoring position. And these two here, Gallo and Wainwright, you know, obviously takes a full team effort, but these two, Wainwright the sophomore, Gallo the junior, 2 young stars. They did it last year. They're doing it already, playing at a ISL, all ISL level. It really gives Coach Duffy a lot of roster security to have 2 stalwarts at their position. As a gust of wind gives us the 3-0. Wainwright draws a walk, so we'll have 2 on here, first and second, for the power hitting designated hitter Bork. As we'll have a chat here from the Milton Diamond. Bork, a DH, and also can play first. Played some catcher in his earlier years with the team. Made this St. Seb's varsity squad as a freshman. Recently committed to Trinity College for football, as he earned a ISL spot at running back this fall. That's in there for a strike. Nice sinker there from Portnoy. Wainwright takes a lead at first. He's got some speed on the bags. Portnoy steps off. critical at bat here in this game. Arrows trying to put up a crooked number, and Milton looking to get out of the inning. Fires, and a nice hit there. On it is Kahn, but just too short. Kahn takes a tumble.
Too short is not necessarily a term you hear from him about him too much. 6'8" Harvard commit.
Just incredible. The stars in this game. Not many times, folks, you see this many all-ISL players on a squad and this many, truthfully, college commits, whether it be baseball or another sport.
That's
Bork lines one into center. Gallo coming home. Bork to second. Wainwright, he's coming home. And the Arrows put up 2 off the Justin Bork double. Just a nice hit ball, squares it up right at the barrel. Arrows with the lead.
Yeah, great hit. Got it through the gap. As we mentioned before, big park here at St. Sebastians, and it just so much room to cover out there if you're an outfielder.
Here is the youngster, JJ Fantuzzi. And the interesting thing about Fantuzzi was a call-up last year for this varsity squad while they were dealing with some injuries, played in 2 games, played very well, and is coming in, so not really a true first-year player with this Arrows squad. Portnoy leads in the 0-2 count. That ball comes down. Wainwright to third. So he'll advance on the passed ball.
Bork at third.
McHugh on deck, Singoli in the hole. Still 1 out for the Arrows. Have almost worked it. Milton bats up next.
Great inning there for the Arrows as they jump out to a 2-0 lead at the bottom of the first, heading to the second. We'll be back shortly.
Crane back to work for the Arrows. Deacon Ave Veritas up to bat for the Mustangs. Takes a ball 1 there, slider just outside. You look at a guy like Connor Crane, last season, a lot of long inning starts. So they look for him to not only provide length and provide that security of a real blue chip player on the mound, but also to, give the bullpen a rest.
Always looking for a starter to go deep. Here it's, if you can get into the fifth, different obviously than the MLB because you're only playing 7 innings here. What we got? Something just happened here.
As Ave Veritas will head to first.
So not quite sure, if it was a 3-ball count and there was a balk, that would have been ball 4. But I don't know what the count was. Hard for us to see here. As you can see, we're positioned in the right field corner, so it's hard for us to see the scoreboard.
So we'll get a mound visit here from the Arrows. Just the first man to reach base for Milton, but nevertheless want to keep things under control. Ball 1. The attempted pickoff there. Crane will check on Ave Veritas as he goes right back to the lead. The speedy DH. The 1-1 from Crane. What a pitch there. Fastball. Blew it by him. Ave Veritas at first. The 1-2. Crane deals. Ground ball there. Comes into left and able to get a hit down, but Kelleher holds them. So 2 on, no out. Cole Katowski, the right fielder, with his first plate appearance today. Arrows pinching the outfield in a little bit. Any potential throw, wanting to be able to get double steal here. They're both safe. Both reach off the passed ball. So now, second and third. The 1-1 to win it.
Strike
Out.
2.
Looked outside, but caught the corner there, so Crane really using the off speed to his advantage. Ave Veritas on third, Katowski on second. The 1-2, Crane fires.
Hits him.
So that will load them up with no outs. And Reed Garrett
Ball.
takes a ball one. Yeah, high. Crane looking there to beat him with the fastball.
Infield in at the corners. Double play up the middle.
Ground ball there. McHugh's on it now to Wayne. Got it.
Nice play. Run scores. 2 outs now, though.
Arrows run the 4-6-3 to perfection there.
Yeah, really nice ball right to him at second. Easy flip.
But Ave Veritas does score. Got him. So that will do it. The Arrows able to strand 2 runners. But Milton pulls in within 1. So we'll have McHugh, Singoli, and Fulginini up right after this. Bottom of the second here at Seidl Field.
Good job by Crane getting out of the top of the second there, loading him up with nobody out, got the nice double play ball, and then a grounder to short to end the inning. Good response there by the Mustangs, answering back after the 2 at the top for the Arrows.
Portnoy back to work for Milton as McHugh takes an outside ball 1. Fans on it there, so an even up count.
Ooh, high and tight there. 2-1.
Portnoy fires outside, ball 3. McHugh with very good plate discipline here. Drawn a lot of walks already this season, even in you know, some of their harder games against really the best teams in New England, Phillips, Andover, Dexter. They ended up losing those games, but played incredibly well, and just the amount of talent in New England, there is no real easy games. Deals. And that will put him away for strike 3.
So 1 out here on the bottom of the second.
Ty Singoli up to the plate now. Had 2 hits, one of them being a home run in their game against St. George's.
Ball low and outside.
Ty wearing that 13 that he does in football, committed to Princeton at the quarterback position and playing center today. High ball 2.
There's a strike.
Singoli there with a little bend. Didn't really agree with the call. So the 3-1 here from Portnoy.
Foul ball.
Almost snuck in. Just pulled it just a smidge to right. Portnoy looking to work the outside. A 3-2 count now to Singoli. All loaded up. Got him. Got him swinging. And that ball, I mean, it was coming and it just dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah, tough swing there. Probably a changeup. And it just dropped off the plate there. Way ahead of it.
I mean, especially when you get a guy, you know, such a seasoned vet like Portnoy, the pitches all start to look the same.
Until they get halfway to the plate, and then they do all kinds of different things.
They blend in, you know, that's the art of tunneling, as so many great coaches preach about. You know, tunnel your pitches, make them all look similar to the point where by the time you realize it, it's too late. It's already in the catcher's mitt. Jackson Fulgenetti, the 9-hitter today, as he takes an outside ball 2. He's also an excellent pitcher. The first-year youngster for the Arrows was sitting at 90 to 95 in his start against Dexter, already catching the attention of coaches. As a pop fly there, Kahn is on it, and that will put him away. So Alex Portnoy goes 1, 2, 3, and gets Milton's bats up after this break. On to the top of the third, Steven Novak up to bat now, his first plate appearance of the game. Connor Crane able to get a jam there last inning, force the double play.
Ball is ripped.
Yeah, Singoli on it. He can't get to it there. A long ball there from Novak, and he'll reach second for the double.
Yeah, great swing there. Got it up into the air, and as we said, anything in the air today is going to carry, and it sure did.
So now he'll flip over to the top of the lineup as Jacob McNeil will get his second at-bat. Grounded out to short, his first time up. And you know, Crane, in these conditions, I expect to see more of the fastball. We've seen it today later in the counts, as we see one there. Just a little bit inside.
Another one ripped.
Ball hit there. Singolian able to make the grab, flashing the leather there. The All-ISL center fielder.
Surprised we didn't have the runner tag up. That ball was hit hard, but still.
But I mean, if that catch isn't made there, that's another double at least.
Yeah, he easily scores. He goes back and tags. Even if it gets by him, he's easily in. But now he's still standing at second base. Two hard-hit balls off of Crane. One and out, one a double. Getting into the meat of the order here for the Mustangs.
The shortstop West.
That ball's hit hard.
Gets it out to short. Wainwright's on it. He sends it over to Fantuzzi for the second out of the inning. But able to move up Novak.
Yeah, see, if Novak is standing on third there, he would have scored. So, you know, it's important. The little things are important, that you get every base that you can. Now he's standing on third instead of having a tie ball game. Another one hit hard, and that's a base hit. That'll get the run.
Roped in by Kahn. That will bring in Novak to tie this game at 2. So Davis Kahn with an RBI single. And with 2 outs here, trying to get Ave Varita as he reached home his last at-bat.
0-1 now.
Crane fires.
Strike 2.
Very good sinker there. Again, looked inside, but then able to kind of, drop in at that last moment and was able to keep Ave Veritas looking. Took a big lead there.
Yeah, it looked like he was going. He had me panning down there to see him slide into second, and he put the brakes on real quick.
Kahn back in at first. One of the things Crane was doing over the offseason was really improving his pickoff move, and we're seeing today really threatening these base runners. That ball out to Wainwright and puts him away for the third out of the inning. So a run comes in from the Mustangs, but the Arrows able to limit it to just 1. Top of the order up next for the Arrows. Jack Keller for his second AP of the game. Grounded out his first plate appearance.
Strike one call.
Yeah, Portnoy with a nice 12-6 there. I mean, you could see the rotation on the ball even from here. Just falling, but able to catch the bottom of the zone.
Ball.
Outside for ball one. We see again here, Portnoy right back to working the outside, especially when he's got the righty on righty matchup. Wants to force the Arrows bats to go ahead and chase something.
Ball three now, 3-1.
Portnoy fires. Ground ball there. Novak sends it over to first and got him for out number one.
Good scoop there at first base.
It's Davis Kahn able to make the play. Get a little high five in there.
That is a high one, isn't it?
Dorsey up to bat here.
Ball one.
Yeah. Arrows not swinging on a lot of first pitches here. One of the keys last year was, having that elite level plate discipline, even when they faced, high level starters, college commit pitchers. They were able to work the count, work the opposing pitcher's pitch count, and knock them out of the game early.
3-0 here.
As they will try to replicate that this upcoming Saturday as we see a...
Ball four. Pass ball. Good hustle coming down the line, thinking about taking second, but wasn't that far behind the plate. So we get a four-pitch walk there.
Gallo with a single in his last plate appearance, able to get home, brought in the first run of the game. So Dorsey, the speedy first baseman, I wonder if we'll see a leadoff as we do.
Outside.
Yeah, low first pitch to Gallo. That sinker, it sunk too early. The 1-0
There's a strike.
in there. Wainwright on deck, Bork in the hole. Two of the best hitters for the Arrows. So important here as
Easily.
Dorsey will arrive at second.
Yeah, good. Ran on a good pitch, outside in the dirt or in the rubber, as we do say on turf. Easy stolen base there for Dorsey.
Checks up on Dorsey, not in time.
Good move there, actually.
Yeah, kind of fooled him a little bit,
Yeah,
but
had Dorsey leaning.
Dorsey able to escape. The sophomore with a nifty move.
Foul ball.
So that will bring things to 2-2. Dorsey at second, 1 out. Fires and a high ball there. McNeil on it, able to make the grab. Dorsey heads to third. And he's in there, safe. So Gallows fly ball, that will advance the runner. And it will also bring up Wainwright.
Big at bat here for Wainwright. Tie ball game, 2-2. 2 outs.
Wainwright doubling in his first plate appearance, reached home.
Hits him.
Yep. So we'll have runners on the corners for Bork. And as we see a mound visit here and some activity in the Milton Academy bullpen. As you said, an important at-bat. 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position.
Staying with the starter.
And, you know, this is the meat. This is the power of the Arrows lineup. They get the bat of Bork. A single gives the Arrows the lead once again in this ballgame. Portnoy trying to keep it knotted at 2. He fires. Fouled off there.
Be interesting to see if Wainwright's on the move or not.
Advanced earlier today off a pass ball. The 0-1. Wainwright goes in there, no contest.
Yeah. He had a good jump.
As Mr. Sun finally starting to come out.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Definitely. The 1-1 from Portnoy. Ground ball there. Bork flying after it. Khan able to pick that one out of the dirt. And does so. Dorsey does not score. And it is knotted still at 2. Crane still on the mound here for the Arrows. 3 very nice innings, looking to make it 4. Cole Katowski in his second at-bat. Singled in his first plate appearance and stole a bag. Really no contest there on his steal. So Crane looking to avoid having speed on the bases. Bunt here. Flips it to Fantuzzi, 1 away. A nice bunt there, able to get it, in play, third base side, but obviously Arrows looking for that against a speedy right fielder.
Ooh. Don't know where that one was from way out here, but it looked good. Ball 1.
As he puts that into the catcher Waynett.
Ooh, we question balls and strikes from way out here. 1-1.
Waynett today reached first off a hit by pitch. Also blocked 2 outside sliders, so has been definitely a key player for Milton. Looking to get those good juices flowing with a hit to start off the 4th. The 2-1 from Crane. High. Didn't look like Crane liked that one off the high fastball, but
maybe he's just mad at himself. That definitely looked high. There's ball 4.
low there as Waynett will head on to first. So Reed Garrett, the left fielder, had a nice grab there in the second, able to keep an Arrow from scoring, but grounded out into a double play his first at bat as he sends a chopper there on it as
Safe.
gets
one.
calls him safe.
Yeah, gets 1 in second. Tough play there. Your first baseman's going to his right. Makes the throw. Second baseman was way deep in the hole. You got the lead runner. 2 outs now here.
Very nice pitch and catch there with those infielders, McHugh and Wainwright on it as always. So Jack Safini
And that's going to be
lines
a
one,
ball.
yeah. Waynett trying for third. He's going to get in there safe. So Safini just puts one right in.
Yeah.
Out of the bat. Exactly, how your coach drew it up.
Yeah, I mean, took the outside pitch, put it down the line. Got the runner to third. 2 outs, 2 on now for the Mustangs.
Crane looking to strand these two, but he'll have to face Steven Novak. Doubled in his first appearance, ended up reaching home.
Ball 1.
As Garrett takes the lead.
Strike 2.
Right in there. Crane dicing him up. There is the 1-2. Got a piece of it. Crane allowing just 5 hits against this top-tier ISL team in Milton. A very good start to his outing today.
Ball.
So the outside, so even up 2-2.
Crane stepping off.
There's a big pitch in this at bat, looking to get the right call. Crane fires! Strike 3, got him. Crane there, the sinker to perfection. Sent Novak there golfing. Arrows bats up next. What? We go now to the bottom of the 4th with JJ Fantuzzi getting things started as he takes a very low ball 1. Portnoy here with 3 great innings, just allowing 2 runs, and he's really utilized outside pitches and low pitches to his advantage. You know, really leaves hitters guessing, especially you get a ball that low, really goes to the hitter's mind. Is that catching? Is it not?
3-0 now.
As Portnoy fires.
There's the strike.
Fantuzzi almost started taking his gear off there, looking ahead at first, but in there for strike 1.
Hit him.
That will send Fantuzzi to first. And coming up is Brendan McHugh. Struck out in his first plate appearance, but has had some incredible defensive plays here. As we see a mound visit for Milton.
That's it. That's it for Portnoy.
Just allowed 5 hits, 2 runs. as Portnoy will come out, and a job well done there. As Asher Sheelig will take over on the mound. And Seidl comes into a big spot here with McHugh. Looking to take the lead for the Arrows. So as Sheila gets going, Arrows with McHugh up to bat, Singoli on deck, Fulginiti in the hole. Both teams today using their pitcher as the non-batter fielder, so we will not have any changes in the field. So Seelig will get to work now on McHugh. As a pitcher coming in cold here and coming into this cold environment, you want to start things off right.
Gets a call strike.
And he does it there. You know, you want to be able to not only just get your momentum going, but figure out this ump's strike zone. What's he going to say about your balls and strikes? Later in the counts, that becomes very useful.
1-1 now.
Fantuzzi takes a bit of a lead at first. Seelig deals. Low ball 2.
Yeah.
So again, just like Portnoy, going back to, looking to put balls on the ground. As right now they have an opportunity for a double play. As that ball sent foul.
Foul ball.
So it remains 2-2. Able to get a piece of that one just off the end of the bat. But, sometimes that's what we'll do. And survive and advance, live to see another pitch. Ball 3, so loaded up in Seelig's first face batter. Delivers the 3-2. Fantuzzi goes. McHugh chops one. Foul left field. So we'll do it all again. Seidl fires.
Gets him.
Swing and miss there on the high fastball. It's just so tough there, especially when you look at a high fastball. You want to really get the barrel that, where the uppermost part of the wood is, right to the ball, but sometimes you can just undercut it.
That high hard one's a tough one to catch up with. It looks so good.
But when you connect, it is
well,
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen David Ortiz take many of those balls and put them in Lansdowne Street. Singoli up to bat now, struck out in his first plate appearance, as he's already 0-2. Seidl has came in a big way, able to strike out McHugh. But Ty Singoli making him work here. One out for the Arrows as a low ball one.
He rung him up.
They got him there. Singoli there, a little bend. But guess yeah, they rung him up. So Fulginetti will come up with 2 outs to try to give the Arrows the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 0-1, steps off trying to just hold J.J. Fantuzzi. Fires.
Well.
Ball 1.
Ball 2.
So Fulginetti able to get ahead in the count there, as Fantuzzi takes a little bit of the lead. Anything here is run on contact, as that's strike 2. Anything here is run on contact, so well hit ball could, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that Fantuzzi ends up getting home. Strike 3 there, and they've got him. Asher Seidl comes in and goes 1, 2, 3 to keep this game tied at 2. on to the top of the 5th. Crane still out there. And up to bat for Milton is the center fielder, Jacob McNeil. 3rd time in the order here for Milton.
Takes ball 1.
McNeil 0 for 2 today, but you know that second at bat flew out to center. That was a high ball. That was hit with some real mustard. Crane delivers the 1-1. Hard hit ball there into left. So McNeil will get a leadoff single here.
Nice job taking the ball to the opposite field.
That brings up Brandon West. McNeil, the speedy center fielder, takes a nice lead off first. Crane fires. Bunt attempt. Throw down. He's back in there and safe. But a nice toss there by Gallo. Just keeping the runner honest. And, you know, that's what you've got to do, especially in today's game of baseball where these runners, you know, they're so nimble. They're really able to not only read pitch deliveries, but
see if the sacrifice is still on here for Milton. Want to get it down the first base line if he can.
The 0-2 from Crane. Bunt attempt, pulls it back.
He went. Oh. Didn't have, umpires out at second base, so it's hard for him, but he definitely made an attempt there.
Either attempted or that was one of the best pullbacks.
Yeah, he definitely went, but we have a great angle for that. 1-1 the count. Going again.
Pulls back, checked out at first.
Safe.
Back in there, safe. But 3 really good checkups here on the runner, McNeil. Once again. Crane fires. Wainwright on it. So 1 out here. And, you know, that was a ball, seemingly just a short pop fly, but that thing, it gets in here to this big sky. We saw some confusion around it. Yeah, that's a big-time catch.
Big sky, big wind. Low ball 1.
Kahn here with a hit today. He comes up to the plate. Davis Kahn, another two-way player on this Milton team, playing first today, but also a starting pitcher in the rotation. As Crane sends in the 1-0, runner goes. Gallo with the throw. He's in there safe. So McNeil heads into scoring position.
Good jump. The ball was there. It was just a little bit offline, a little short. One hopped Wainwright. He couldn't hold on.
But that gives Kahn a real chance to untie this ball game. Crane steps off. No pitch clock yet in high school baseball.
Thank God. That's great in the major leagues, don't get me wrong, but
It'd be too much. There'd be
you'd also never be able to administer it.
so many sporadic pitches thrown.
Strike.
Is Crane able to find a hole in the zone there? McNeil the lead at second. 1 out here. Skipper there able to find the glove of Wainwright. The 3-1 from Crane. Big pitch here. Kahn really the premier bat, and he walks him. So it is 2 on, 1 out. And Deacon of Averitas looking to drive home the 3rd run of the game. As we'll get another mound visit.
Gonna stay with him. You know, I don't hate that walk there because it sets up your double play for you. And you get a big bat there. So, you know, you want to be careful with that batter. Putting him on first doesn't hurt you as long as you can get things done now.
Ave Veritas, he's 1 for 2 today.
Foul ball.
Doubled and reached home in his first appearance, and then grounded out to second in his second at bat.
Now we'll take that ground out to second now because that could be a double play.
Kahn at first. McNeil at second. Crane here, a big at bat, looking to even more close out this inning with 1 out.
Strike.
Good pitch there from the senior Crane. Able to jump ahead on the 0-2 count in the middle of the Milton lineup. Crane kicks in, deals high, ball 1. So the fastball there, right intention, smart pitch there to throw in that situation.
A little bit too high.
Placement just a tad off.
Ball outside.
Ooh. Ball 2. Wind coming back now, starting to blow, a little bit left. So, as we keep that in mind here with these batters. Crane with the 2-2, fouled off, hits the backstop. You know, the one thing with Crane, he has so many pitches that he throws so well. You know, he can always keep a batter guessing. Even if it's a little high, even if it's a little low. A batter that faces a guy like Connor Crane isn't able to just sit in there, as that will load up the bases.
Not what you wanted there if you were Crane. You had him in, you know, had 2 strikes on him. Infield coming in, it looks like now. Well, actually, the middle of the infield stays deep for double play.
If there's someone you want to get out of a jam, it's Connor Crane.
There's a big one here.
And he's trying to get
Just what you wanted. Here we go.
Kowski. The double play ball done to perfection as Connor Crane gets out of the bases loaded.
Great job by the middle of the infield there, turning that. A perfect double play ball there. Brings the second baseman right to the bag, flips it to Wainwright and on to first. And we go to the bottom of the fifth, and we're still tied 2-2.
So the bottom of the fifth here, game still tied 2-2, but looking to change that is leading off Jack Keller. 0 for 2 today, but a real blue chip player for this Sebs team. Takes a strike one. Asher Sealing still on the mound for Milton, the reliever coming in.
Yeah, did a great job last inning, inherited a runner and shut him down 1-2-3. He's looking to do the same now. He's looking tough.
Yeah, able to paint the outside, both the corners in that kind of lower bottom of the zone.
1-2 now.
As again, just gets ahead in a count. Sealing kicks in, fires.
Ball.
So a good take there from the junior. Jack Keller also an impact player for the Arrows hockey team. Was really incredible as a first-year player at right defense. On it now, and drops in. Kelleher, he's safe. Jack Keller reached second off the blue fly ball.
Yeah, you can see there the wind playing havoc, all of that. You know, honestly, you want the right fielder to take that play if he can. Didn't look like he could get there, and it drops for a double.
So Kells, as they call him, Jack Kelleher, delivering in a big spot here in the later stages of this game. And it brings up Jack Dorsey to try to hit him home. Dorsey 1 for 2 today. Singled in his second plate appearance. The speedy third baseman also stole the base. So Seidl there allows the hit, but, you know, that was a good pitch and what looked to be a good result there.
Yeah, I mean, you get a pop-up like that.
It's always tough.
Most of the time, it's an out. But like we said, in this sky and this wind, it's just real tough in this ballpark to make a play like that, especially in this wind. I mean, the wind's blowing this way. It just kept carrying.
Especially still, in the somewhat earlier phases of the season. Fielder's not exactly in playoff form just yet. The 0-1 to Dorsey.
Ball.
So even up count here.
Starting to hear the Arrows bench getting into it all the way out here.
Yeah, they can really feel it here. The momentum beginning to swing. A nice double there from Jack Kelleher.
Ball.
Low ball 2. Seidl gets the call from the umpire. Able to line one in is Dorsey.
Safe.
In there.
Yeah, tough.
Runners on the corners.
Tough play there. Swing in there and swinging bunt. And he hustled down the line and beat it out. Gets a run at a third, so we're first and third, no outs here for the Arrows in the 5th.
Yeah, couldn't really tell there on the call. Umpire a little stagnant himself there to make a ruling, but ultimately, foot was there or tie goes to the runner. Either way, we got first and third, no outs. And the always dangerous Brett Gallo up to the plate. 1 and 2 today. Runner goes. So, don't know what they're going to say. Gallo out at first. Kelleher in the score. They're going to say out at second. That was kind of a bang-bang play.
I wasn't sure why. I guess they're maybe calling him out because he slid into the fielder. But anyway, run does score. 3-2 Arrows. Base is empty now.
So that play at second there, maybe they're saying the ball just got there right before or something, but either way, the Arrows have a 3-2 lead as that ball sent down to first. Got him. That throw able to beat the flying Wainwright down the first base line.
That sounds like a clipper ship, the Flying Wainwright.
So
Go ahead.
We go to the top of the 6th. 3-2 Arrows. Top of the 6th, Connor Crane on the mound. Man, he has been incredible today.
Yeah, nice job there, getting the double play last inning to get out of the jam. Going right to the stretch, not even going to the windup. Guess he feels more comfortable that way. Ooh, nice change up there.
Yeah, able to just beat Nolan Waynett there. And starts off the 6th with a beauty of a strike.
Ball high.
Waynett 2 for 2 today. Looking to continue that. As Crane fires, and a low ball too. So 2-1 here from Crane. Reed Garrett will come up next as a lined as he will reach second. So Waynett's got a leadoff double.
Yeah, nice hit down the line into the corner. Made it all, rolled all the way to the fence. Might see another sacrifice here from the Mustangs. Get that runner to third.
Garrett 0 for 2 today, looking to drive home the game tying run. As Waynett moves to second and into scoring position.
Sacrificing here. Pulled it back.
Back in there, safe.
What do we call? Ball 1.
So Crane getting cheered on air from the Arrows bench. As he's gone well through 5. High ball 2. Activity in the Arrows pen. Waynett extends his lead at second. Crane fires. That ball turned on and foul. Safini on deck. Novak in the hole. Crane deals.
Fouls off the sacrifice. 2-2 now. Should take the sacrifice play out of play now with 2 strikes. Still can be done, but generally you don't. Foul ball would be strike 3.
So here is Crane trying to put away the batter.
Full count. Really want to strike out here if you can get it.
As he readies and delivers the full count.
Ball 4.
So he walked him there. Low trying for the fastball. As we will get a conference here with 2 on, no out in the top of the 6th.
That'll be it for Crane. Get his handshakes as he goes off the mound.
5 innings pitched, only allowing 2 runs, struck out 2 batters as well. So nice outing from the senior. It's going to be Safini getting things going after this. And he's coming in with a big spot. 1 for 2 today, but trying to tie up this ball game. So, crucial at bat for the third baseman, Jack Safini. So coming in for the Arrows, it's going to be the right-hander, Alistair Cooper. And he's a newcomer to the squad, but has done well in his bullpen role. As we see here, starting to pound the fastball here on his warm-up pitches, so I assume we'll see more of that.
Yeah, I mean, coming in, tough situation, up 1, no outs, runners on first and second. Want to see him just throw strikes, really.
So the runners, Wayne at second, Garrett at first, and no outs for the reliever Cooper.
Sacrifice again.
Pulls it back. He went there. Looks like he pulled it back.
Down in the dirt.
It's just the matter of what happens first, the bat pulled back or the ball.
That one he falls off. One and one now.
Cooper looking to get this first man and, you know, get to that in the zone as pitchers always talk about.
Foul.
Runner goes, and he's in at third. So Wayne speeds in to get runners on the corners, no outs.
Yeah, tough play there. He took a big secondary lead off for second, throw down to second to try to pick him off, and he did the smart thing. He just kept going to third and beat the throw. First and third, 2 strikes on the batter.
Man, what a game here today for the catcher, Nolan Waynett.
Foul ball.
He's 2 for 2, just reached third, double. And the only time he didn't do anything in his first at bat, he was hit by the pitch. So Cooper with the 1-2 fires.
Pass ball, here they come, coming to the plate.
And he is
out.
out. He got him. Oh, what a nice play there. Able to maintain the lead. Runner moves up to second, but the Arrows get the big one at home plate. Just like they drew it up.
Yeah, great play there because he stumbled as he caught the ball, but he was able to recover and get the tag around. So we got 1 out, runner on second, 2 strikes on the batter.
A lot of times, a pitcher throws a ball like that, he shrugs his shoulders, mopes around, but Cooper was really fast acting there to get to the plate and get in a position to make a play, and he's rewarded. So still 1-2.
That's going to be a tough one. It's going to go foul.
So Garrett not able to advance. Some more action in both teams' bullpens here. Cooper, he deals. That is a short one. He's going to be safe.
Yeah, tough play there. Did a nice job trying to fake the throw to first to see if he could get the runner to overrun third. But the runner, coach had him right on the bag.
You know, you always want those low ground balls, but sometimes they're hit so perfectly.
Yeah, that was just a slow roller.
It gets in that zone. You know, it's in between the pitcher, third base, and the catcher, and it gets into no man's land.
One out here, though, so double play is in action. Ball.
Garrett at third, Safini at first, Novak in a big spot, doubled and reached home in his last at-bat.
Arrows have twice ended innings on double plays, so let's see if they can do it again.
Cooper deals. Low, McHugh, Wainwright, Fantuzzi, they've got him! What a great end to the sixth inning.
Call that or what, did I?
Beautiful work from the Arrows infield as they head to the bottom with some fire, with some passion, and with a lead. Bottom of the sixth here. Justin Bork will lead things off for the Arrows, looking to extend that lead. They've got it by one here, but would like to put some extra padding.
Right, Milton is not gone lightly. They've been whacking the ball all around, but it's been the Arrows defense that have really kept them ahead in this game. 3 inning double plays with, men on third base. It's just been wonderful defense by the Arrows. There's a strike. No. Safe. Wow. Okay.
But it's been the reliever Seidl here. He's came in the fourth, and, he's really been shutting them down outside of a couple singles. Fouls off and brings the count to 1-1. Boric, he's a heavy hitter. Platoons between first and DH. He's DHing today. 1 for 2 today. Doubled in his first appearance. Puts one through the gap, and that's good for a single. And that will put Fantuzzi on. JJ Fantuzzi with the head-bopping walk-up song. And, he's a guy that Coach Duffy really likes. As I said, brought him up last year, got him some experience just with the team, getting to feel what it's like to be a varsity player. As Bork, he'll run. He is in safe. So JB with the stolen bag and moves into scoring position.
Strike called as he did go for the attempt on the bunt. I think now they'll probably, he may even go again, try to sacrifice him over to third.
They've got McHugh on deck, Singoli in the hole. No outs.
Nope, swinging away.
Checked his swing. Yes, he did.
Yeah, 1-1.
Able to hold up there. Again, the one thing umpires looking for, did he break the wrists? But he pulled back there on the low ball one. Seidl with the 1-1, kicks and deals. Fantuzzi chops at it. Over to third now.
Foul ball. So 1-2 now.
Looks like our third baseman, Serafini, didn't even know it was a foul ball.
You get those close ones, you don't take any chances. As it was close, he was just outside the bag, but home plate umpire makes that call.
The 1-2 to the first baseman, Fantuzzi. Bork with a little lead at second. Fantuzzi lines one into right. On it is Kukowski. He'll make the play. Bork on a third. He's in there safe. Bork scampers up. And with one out.
They're saying they're going to safe. Okay. Questioning if he left early. I had him in the frame when I was looking. He looked good to me, but
Brendan McHugh comes up in a big spot trying to drive home the runner Bork.
yeah, big run there down at third.
Lions won there, foul. So McHugh 0 for 2 today at the plate, but, has really been a defensive stalwart, helping to turn the 3 double plays.
Here we go. Pass ball, run scored.
Bork is in, and the lead is extended to 4. Arrows with 4 runs now. Lead by 2.
Stolen base by Bork and then the sac fly to get him to third. That, basically you've manufactured that run. Oh, that's ripped.
Lines one there. Way out to center. McNeil able to grab it. That ball just kept carrying from McHugh. So 2 outs now, and the center fielder, Singoli, looking to continue the process they've made in this inning. 0 for 2 today, but a home run in his last game here.
Ball.
As he takes a ball one. Seelig working that outside. It's worked pretty well in this inning. And he's had a nice relief outing overall. Chops at that one. The 1-1-2 Singoli. Sealer fires. In there for strike 2. So really painting the outside. Singoli, the senior, not wanting to go out and chase something, but if it's getting in there, it's getting in there, and the reliever sealer is making it tough.
There's a rip.
Gets down, but a catch there from Kukowski. That will do it. So one more chance here in the top of the 7th for the Mustangs. And the Arrows looking to shut the door and keep the winning streak going. So top of the 7th in the Arrows, looking to close out the win with the reliever Cooper. Cooper not allowing a run yet in his 2/3 of an inning.
Strike.
Gets in there. The Lions won and caught. So one away. So McNeil with the long fly out. Some very good contact there, but, you know, it just doesn't drop down.
Wainwright did a nice job getting back there to grab that before it could drop. He's got such a strong arm. He plays such a deep short that he can get to a lot of balls that a lot of guys can't.
Here's another very good shortstop, Brandon West. His 4th plate appearance of the day.
1-1 now.
No, looks like they called that a ball.
2-1 now then. Since that was a strike.
West there gets a piece of it, so 2-2. West really looking to get something going as they are down to their last 2 outs. Activity in the Arrows bullpen. Don't know if they'll need it. Cooper fires. Chopped on it there is West. McHugh on it. Sends it over to first. 2 away now, and the Mustangs are down to their last out. And the slugger, Davis Kahn, up to bat. So this would be a big out, not only for the win, but to get out the 6'5" Harvard commit as he puts one there into the gap. Just some incredible talent. Another 2-sport athlete for Milton. Was a critical part of their basketball team, playing a forward center role as Gallo and Cooper will talk it over at the mound.
I don't think you're going to see any attempts to steal here with 2 outs and down 2 runs. If it was a 1-run game, maybe. So focus on the batter. Don't worry about the runner. That run doesn't really matter. It's the batter's run that counts right now. So focus on the batter.
Arrows will host Lawrence on Saturday. We'll be at that game. And
Ball 1.
for Milton, they will host BVN up next. So
Saturday, Lawrence, a 2 o'clock start.
starting again in the thick of things here down the stretch in the ISL season, still mid-April.
Here we go, ground ball.
As sent over there, and he got him. So the Arrows take a big one, low-scoring game, but pitching and defense able to carry the load. As the Arrows, they'll head to 4-0 in the ISL, good for first in the league. We'll see you on Saturday for the afternoon heavyweight against ISL runner-up Lawrence.